I've made a ton of plant-based burgers on this show. I've made the Impossible Burger and the Beyond Burger, and I've made a lot of burgers from scratch using TVP, soy protein, and even using seitan. But one of the things that I haven't really done is I haven't made a plant-based burger using mostly plants. Now, after seeing a video featuring Chef David Lee from Planta in Toronto, where he made a pretty outstanding looking veggie burger, I was inspired to do the same. Now, I'm gonna use most of the same ingredients that he used for his veggie burger because it did look fantastic. Now, the thing was, in this video, he didn't list the amounts of the ingredients, so I am going to guess. I am going to add my own little touches to it, just a few things that I like to add to make my food taste a little bit more meaty. I bet you probably already know what some of it is. But I'm really excited to get this one started because I think this is going to be a really awesome, seriously plant-based, no using processed products, plant-based burger. Let's get moving on this one. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of different plants. Now, I made this really easy and I just bought mostly canned stuff. So I have a cleaned can of black beans, some chickpeas, and about half of a can of lentils. Now this should go together pretty quick. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna chop up and cook our portobello mushrooms. Now we're gonna cook the mushrooms in some vegetable oil. Now you can use any different oil that you like, but I recommend any lightly flavored oil. The mushrooms are gonna serve a few different purposes, I believe, in this recipe, and that's gonna be to kind of soak up the oil and work as a fat and also a binder for the rest of the veggie burger. Now, one of the great things that a lot of people already know about portobello is that it is pretty meaty, so it's gonna go really well with this burger. I'm gonna cook these on kind of a medium-low heat just because I don't want them to kind of burn up. I just want them to simmer and soften up. I'm just gonna lower the heat and let them kind of cook in that oil, soak everything up, and just kind of really soften up. While we're letting these finish, I'm gonna go ahead and prep the beet. Okay, so everything's prepped. Now all we have to do is combine it. So we're gonna add our black beans first, chickpeas, lentils, mushrooms, with all that oil and everything. We're gonna add some of the oats. I'm just gonna kind of add these as I feel they're needed. It's probably about a cup here, a cup and a half, I would say. And then slowly I'm just gonna pulse this together and just kind of mix as needed. Pulse together, this is gonna be what binds everything and makes it kind of ground beefy. Now this isn't meant to completely mimic ground beef, it's just meant to be good. So at this point, I'm just gonna add in the beets. Now this is one whole beet. It's gonna give it some nice color. Just got that beet juice on my hands again. I'm gonna kind of mix this in really quick and give it a touch. I'm also gonna add in the rest of those oats too. I feel like they really need to be in there to kind of create that texture that we want. Now I'm gonna mix in some tapioca starch, some nutritional yeast, a touch of Marmite, and a drop of liquid smoke. And then let's pulse this one more time to combine it. Then here is our veggie burger mixture. This is gonna be our meat for our burger. So at this point, we have the remaining lentils from the can. Now I'm gonna add this meat mixture here to the lentils, and this is what's gonna form this patty into a usable burger. Now we're just gonna do a touch of olive oil and we're gonna make these patties pretty small, pretty thin. We want them to be able to cook all the way through and firm up. I have some violife cheddar slices that we're gonna throw on top of this once we give it a flip. Really excited to see how this comes out. Now there's a decent amount of oil in here and I'm just kind of pushing the oil up to the sides. That's gonna just help kind of firm up the sides. See if we can flip this guy without it coming apart. There we go. That looks good. That looks awesome. Gonna throw a few slices of the violife cheese on here, put a cover on this, and just let this cook up. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Oh. So I'm gonna just to make this a double, we've got a toasted bun, some pickles, and let's put this burger together. Whew, that is hot. Got a second patty, look at that. Look at that. This looks amazing. Just gonna drizzle some of my chipotle sauce on this burger, top this guy off. Come on. I mean, look at this. Look at this thing. This thing tops any regular beef burger. This thing can take on any other veggie burger out there. I mean, just look at it. That is a 100% plant-based cheese burger veggie burger, real veggie burger. I mean, the meat on that looks phenomenal. I am happy about that. Wow. Cheesy, lean, gooey. This is so good. This is so friggin' good. I've never had like a black bean burger like this before. It has the meat, it has the smokiness, it has the mouthfeel. If you haven't yet, make sure you click the subscribe button and click this video right here. This is gonna be me making another burger.